In 2008, the Orton Family Foundation embarked on an initiative to help communities strengthen their unique character while embracing growth and change. 4 towns, 2 in the Northeast and 2 in the Rocky Mountains, agreed to serve as pilot towns for a citizen-driven process called Heart and Soul Community Planning. Here in Damariscotta, Maine, we spoke with participants in their Heart and Soul project and began by asking them what makes this place special.
What do I love most? I don't know if there's anything I love most. I just love it all.
The heart and soul of this community, and probably most communities, is the people.
Folks that haven't lived in a small town and talk about in sort of a disparaging way that, well, everything, you have no privacy. Everybody knows your business. And that's largely true, but that's not a bad thing.
Damariscotta's on the water, and yet it's sort of contained as this beautiful harbor town, but it's 12 miles inland. And so you feel the salt water, but it's also contained and separate.
It's a huge destination. It's a tiny little huge destination.
It's just the fabric of the community and the culture kind of this town that makes it different than the next town over.
Close to 1,000 people took part in Damariscotta's Heart and Soul project, identifying their common values in story-sharing activities and community forums. A multi-day workshop, or Charrette, then grounded those values in a town vision and plan for action.
For me, the highlight of the last 2+ years was an incredibly effective visioning process.
It's starting with storytelling, where people sit down with their neighbor and share a cup of coffee across the table, and it changes the relationship between folks.
The natural storytellers came out, so we had, and some that you didn't know were storytellers. So you had Buzz Pinkham telling stories about his childhood growing up on farms, and in the meantime, the things that you learn about the community, about the old fairgrounds. He talked about being working with a farmer on a dairy. So the stories paint a picture of what has been.
I remember one lady that was there, and it was a Tuesday night, and it was a Celtics night. And she actually gave up watching the game, staying home, watching the game at home, to come to the meeting. And she was one of these shake her head this way, and by the end of the meeting she was shaking her head this way, and the meeting closed down, and she was still talking, and she was still engaged, and we kind of had to help her out the door.
It was a real eye-opener, I think, for the people that have lived here forever, and just accept that this is the way every place is. And it's not. I've only lived here 5 years, and it's amazing to me how wonderful this place is. There have been so many shared experiences and so much growth and so much understanding and learning and discovering together and discussing what they want to become and how they want to grow. There's not consensus on that, but that's what you do.
I think that the sense of community has grown a lot with the Heart and Soul process, because people are looking inward, not outward. They're looking to what we have and how we can improve it, not what we can build farther down on Route 1B.
To have a group from Orton come and look at the community and see what we were trying to do, and then want to be part of that, and then make a substantial investment in the town. That alone said, hey, we're onto something. We do have something worth protecting here.
One of the primary recommendations coming out of the Charrette was an update to the land use code. While the proposal was voted down, the larger message is clear. Residents are energized and well-equipped to play an active role in how their town grows.
We're not finished yet with the codes or what we've started here.
I don't think form-based codes are dead in the water. I think there's an appreciation that mixed use is the pattern of our history that we'd be coming back to, and I think that's very appealing.
When the codes pass, it will be obvious that the town has spoken. For once, this is a decision that's being made by the town, not by, it's a democratic decision, not a republic decision. There's not a representative making it for us. The town is speaking for themselves, and if they voted it down, it means there's more to be done.
Through the Heart and Soul process, citizens of Damariscotta became more connected to each other and their town. They've built the capacity to shape the future of their community together.
The sense of community, it was a positive feedback loop, and it just kind of fed itself. And now people are realizing just how interconnected we all are.
Those connections, those impressions are deeply in our brains now. So whatever work we do, whether it's people with the hospital, here at the Land Trust, with the Spectrum Generations and elder care, those things will remain in people's brains and how they think about what's important.
It has been the right thing for us to do. It's been a positive thing for us to do. As I've said, even the confrontation, because it's gotten people to talk about who we are and who we want to be.
It really was taking a group of folks that didn't know anything about planning and smart codes and smart design, and kind of helping us help the community. That just it was priceless.
I think the Orton Foundation really showed us that there was, a path towards sustaining what we want to have our community be.
The proof will be in what we do next. And the success of Orton being here is that people still are coming to the table.
The doors have been opened, and this town will never be the same.
There is huge potential for change and huge momentum for change in the town.
People have articulated what they love about this place, and they know that something has to change, not to fossilize what they love, but to move forward with change to make it be the best it can be.
We have some pretty special place here.
I would want in 50 years and 100 years for oysters to still grow and thrive in the Damariscotta River. That would be a test of water quality, but it would also be a test of our planning.
If we don't lose it, it's because we made a point of not losing it.
If we want young people to live here, to come home, we have to have businesses for them to work in. We need to have affordable housing that is attractive for them to come, and places that they want to live, not have to live. And I think that we need to plan our town so, it really grows and develops to be something that we're proud of.